Oh, and the Adobe updates just keep getting better and better and better. Grab yourself a coffee, stick around. You're gonna love this. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video here at Benham Media. I am Nathan and it's an absolute pleasure to see all of you here today. Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail. What we're going to talk today is an update in Premiere Pro, sort of in Premiere Pro. I'll explain what I mean in a moment. Now, if you've watched some of my videos before, you know for a fact that I like music. I think music within filmmaking really sort of brings an added extra when it comes to your videos. It can also help out drown the background noise. Say you've got some birds going on, you've got some traffic going on. It can really sort of like drown all that out and help you focus on the sort of like the talking aspect of your video a little bit. And as you can hear in the background right now, I have some music playing. And it just adds a little bit of depth within your videos. Now, what I usually do is that once I have got the track that I want, I will export it into another app, which is Adobe Audition. And I'll use the REMIX tool in that. And then I would choose my designated time, how long I want it. Say I want it 5 minutes long. And the remix inside that app will make it roughly around about that size. And once I'm happy with that, I then need to export it back into Premiere Pro. It just takes a few extra minutes, and it's not a big backache. It hasn't sort of like made me go, oh my God, this is just a pain in the bum. It needs to change now. But Adobe Premiere Pro have sat there and gone, do you know what? How can we try to sort of shortcut this going forward? And they have now tried to introduce this remix edit into Premiere Pro itself. Now, at the time of recording, this particular feature is in the beta stage. So if you need to update your beta, you need to go into your Adobe Cloud account, go into the beta, make sure everything's up to date, and then open the beta app rather than your usual Premiere Pro app itself. But if you're watching this in the future, hi from the past, by the way, it is probably already part of the Premiere Pro sort of software itself. So without further ado, let's jump into the laptop and I'll show you what I mean. Before we do that, I'm just going to let you know that I don't usually use songs with vocals when I do a talk on the camera bit. The song that I'm using right now is a backing track, but for this particular example, I have used one with vocals because I want to show you just how clever it actually is. So let's dive into the laptop and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's the video track that I want to overlay some music behind. It is a sort of like a traveling montage from my video of the London meetup where I met a lot of sort of like sensational photographers, and I wanted a nice musical track over the top of it to help that journey sort of move on a little bit. Now, the only issue that I have right here is the fact that my video track is just over 1 minute long, but my audio track is just over 3 minutes long. Now, what you can do is that you can go to the end and you can slide it all the way to the back so it matches your video track spot on. The only problem that you'll have there is that you don't have the natural ending to the song itself, and you'll probably have to put on your own sort of fade out. That's why this particular remix tool is so clever, so good. So to begin with, I would have to go over to Adobe Audition to do this, but within the beta Premiere Pro, if you click on the track itself, go over to music, you want to make sure the duration is tagged on and make sure you've got the remix tagged on as well. And there it is right there. So the track is 3 minutes 17 seconds long and I want to bring it all the way down. Now, of course, you can click on that and then you can type in your duration, say 1 minute 5 seconds. But the wonderful thing about this new update is that if you come down here, you will see that you have a remix tool. And you have this nice little sort of cursor here. And if you go onto the end of your clip and you go all the way down and match it to your video clip, Adobe Premiere Pro is now figuring out how it can cut that particular soundtrack to your video. And as you can see, it has done it right there. And if you have a quick little look, you will notice that there are these little jagged lines. What these are is that's when Premiere Pro has cut it and sliced it back together. And it is pretty much flawless. So we just play the sort of audio now.
Oh, I can't get enough, get enough.
And it is flawless. It has cut it together, even with the lyrics. It just goes across that cut like it's not even there. And of course, if you have a video clip which is longer, like this particular video itself, which I'm doing the exact same thing, I want a 3-minute video to probably last 15 minutes, you can do that as well. So if you go across here, you'll get your original clip, bring that in, and then bring your song. And if you use the same tool and you stretch that all the way up to the ends, it is now going in there saying, right, you want this song to be 14 minutes long. We will go through, we will make some cuts. And as you can see, we have the jagged lines once again. And if you play that back,
All I ever need, all I ever need is silly things. I never needed gifts or diamond rings. All I ever need, all I ever need is silly things. I never needed gifts or diamond rings.
and it is absolutely flawless. You cannot notice that that track has in fact been sliced and cut back together. It is absolutely brilliant. Now, this is something I've always used, but I've always gone via Adobe Audition and bring it back into Premiere Pro. But to use it like this, to actually not have to cut to another app, to not actually have to go into a whole nother genre, it is shaving time off my editing. Now, I will say, obviously, at the moment it is in the beta stage, so I do need to open a separate app away from Premiere Pro. But for now, it is workable and it is brilliant, and I think it is definitely something that Adobe will push forward through once more and more people learn that it's there. But guys, that is it for this video. There's not really much more for me to tell you about this particular update. I hope you find it useful. I hope you decide to start using it. And if you have any questions, quotes, or queries, do not be afraid to write them in the comments just below. And while you are there, why not give this video a bit of a like? That would be awesome. I would really enjoy that. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so that way you can stay up to date with all of the wonderful videos that we bring out on a weekly basis. But guys, thank you so much. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.